Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel once again. I'm just doing a follow-up to a video that I did earlier about expectations in Canada and so on. So I'm just doing this follow-up to state some of the great things, some of the pitfalls, and some guidelines to follow when you come to Canada, for those of you who are planning on migrating to Canada. I have some notes here, so bear with me because it's a bit lengthy. So for me, I would advise that you come to Canada in the summer. Please don't come in the winter. At least give yourself a chance to like the country, because it's a beautiful country during the summer. The parks are alive, kids are running up and down. You feel that sense of family and security, and I think it's a great time to be here when people are going to the beaches. Yes, we have beaches in Canada, Love the little beaches, fresh water too, no salt getting in your eyes. So there are beautiful places here in Canada that you can go during the summer to swim. So the best time to come to Canada for me would be in the summertime. It's beautiful. As a matter of fact, as it starts spring going into summer, not the winter. You won't love it during the winter. Alright, so what you can expect when you land in Canada, after you have landed, you're going to need somewhere to stay. So if you don't have relatives and friends, you of course are going to understand that you need to rent a basement, right? Most people who come here, they rent a basement, right? So that's basically what they do. Most houses are built with basements, and it's usually affordable, even though these days things kind of getting out of hand in the greater Toronto area. It's becoming just like mortgage, but overall it's always cheaper to rent a basement, or if you can find a small apartment, or as I say, if you have friends that you can stay with who will put you up. And the next thing is there's always work here available here. Most of the time you will find work, even if it's not in your field. The good thing about it, you can find work if you want work. There are always agencies that are looking for people to hire. Many agencies are around. You just register with them. It's free of cost. You don't pay, and they get you a job. And sometimes it's part-time, and after you work a while, if you're a good worker, some will take you on full-time, and from there, you know, you have landed a job. Alright, so get working as soon as you come here. Don't waste time, because you'll be living on the money that you brought here, which is not the wisest thing. There are a lot of government facilities here. It's a very, very, very awesome country when it comes to support systems. When you come here, you're not left on your own. The government has provided and subsidized. I think they're subsidized, I'm not sure. But I know that the government has a lot of facilities that you can, for newcomers, that you can go to, and they help you, for instance, understand the job market, assessing your education. They help you to prepare a resume. They help you to identify jobs, and so on. So that is an awesome system there. Of course, you're gonna try and get your SIN they call it, which is social security number. You're gonna try and get that in order for you to work. So you'll need a SIN. All right. Then Open a bank account. It's always good to have, when you get your pay, they do direct deposit most places. So it's good to have a bank account, and you establish a relationship with the banks. And you also, later on, you will return to that bank to ask them for a credit card, which you will need to build your credit. You have to build your credit when you're in Canada. I remember when I came here, I came with some money in my pocket because I just sold a house, and I went to the brick, and they told me that I wanted a TV, and they told me that that's not how they function. You have to have credit to buy their stuff. I could not believe it. I said, but I have enough cash here. They weren't interested in my cash. They wanted to establish credit, and their aim is to sell you things on credit. There are places, yes, you can buy cash, but it's always good to build your credit. Initially, it will be hard to get a credit card. So, but over time, you know, as you work and you establish yourself, then you can try to keep trying, and eventually they will give in and give you a credit card. And one of the pitfalls to avoid when you have a credit card, please do not allow your credit card to be maxed out. Do not buy everything on credit and don't pay. If you have the cash, you use the credit card to buy the stuff, then you use your cash to pay same time. That's his way to build your credit history fast, and you will need to have that. All right. Because credit cards, it can get out of hand very fast and very easily. So don't allow your credit card to just be getting out of control and you're not paying your card. You need to at least pay the minimum or more. All right. And why is that important? Your credit is exceptionally important in Canada, and I want you to believe me this. When you have good credit in Canada, the banks bow to you and ask you how much you need. You have a listening ear. They treat you like a king and queen and royalty. They treat you like royalty when your credit is good. But you see, if your credit is bad, it doesn't matter what caused it. Like in my case, my credit got screwed because I had a house, rented out to this scoundrel girl and her family. They stopped paying me my rent. I wasn't able to pay my credit card, and then it just got out of control, and I had to do a consumer proposal, right? But just don't allow your credit to get messed up. And after I noticed my credit got messed up and I do the proposal, oh my gosh, even to renew my mortgage was a problem. The good rates that were going, I had to just the bank would not renew me more than 2 years when I normally do it for 5 years. So that became a problem for me when my credit got screwed up. And they treat you almost sometimes like a common criminal when you have bad credit in this country. I'm telling you, as opposed to when you have good credit. Like right now, since I did my consumer proposal, I have got now 2 credit cards and I'm building my credit, and oh my gosh, these guys will just sit with you and talk with you when you have a little money and you have good credit. Sometimes it's not even so much money, but just having good credit is vitally important in this country. So do not allow yourself to get a bad credit, because when you have good credit, you can get almost anything that you want. You can get the car, you can get the house, which is important. As long as you have your down payment, you can get those things easily. You're treated with royalty, but when you have bad credit, you're treated like a common criminal. All right, so now that you have built your credit, work and save towards a down payment on a house, which is, for me, I don't care what Rich Dad says. I don't care what any of the real estate guru says. For me, real estate is one of the most powerful thing in the world. You can get your hands on a house. you get that house, because even if you don't like house, you need somewhere to live. You need shelter, yeah? You need somewhere that you can call your own, because it's not nice when people kicking you out and say they want the place now. When you have your own, nobody can kick you out. So, and not only that, it's a forced saving. You build equity. Most time real estate goes up in value more than even your saving. So I would rather be paying a mortgage and building equity, so that later on, if I want a loan and want to buy a nice BMW, or I want to go on a vacation or whatever, I can use some of the equity out of my house to do whatever. Okay, so build your credit and save on a down payment on a house and buy yourself a little house. And if you're single, you need a man. If you're single, you need a woman. It's hard in Canada to make it alone. I'm telling you. It's very difficult on your own as a single man or woman. Yeah, although some ladies, they know how to juggle it and they get a lot of benefits, which is a government support stuff. But to me, if you're not into the government assistance mentality, you need a little partner to both of you to work and build faster and easier as in anywhere else. So don't stay single for long. Find a man, find a woman to marry. Okay? Alright. And have some babies if you haven't passed baby age. It's a good country to have babies. Like the Filipinos have to jump on them. When they come here, they don't play. They just keep dropping the babies out. Yeah, because I guess where they're coming from is not that great and they don't have that support. Because when you have babies in Canada, they want that because it's an aging population. The government encourage you to have babies. So guess what? Every month you look in your bank account, there's some money there. And I'm talking about money that can pay your mortgage. Money that can pay your mortgage. Yeah. That's why some of the ladies, they don't play when they come here. They have 2, 3, 4 kids in no time. Bam, 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 bam. I just had a friend talk to the other day. And I didn't talk to the guy for, he had just had a young baby. And I was out of touch with him when he had a little baby. I'm not expecting to hear it. I'm expecting that little baby still being nurtured. They gotta have another baby. And I'm saying, wow. You know, I'm wasting time. So some people understand the system here in Canada. No, it's good to have babies because Canada needs young people. Canada needs fresh blood. And there's a good support here when you have babies. You get a good, nice check at the end of the month for having kids. Yes, you get some money there. All right. Some other pitfalls to avoid. You don't trust everything. Don't buy everything on credit. I'm doing a video, please. Don't speak. I'm doing. Sorry. Right. Don't trust everything on credit. Like some people, they want to pretty up the house, or they trust the furniture, and they trust the car, and they have the credit card. That's a form of trust too, right? It's not good. When you just come here, settle first, and you can go down some stores that sell second-hand used stuff, and they're just as good. They're just as good. I did that because I'm very frugal when it comes to money. The only thing I think is necessary for me to be brand new is a bed. I don't like to sleep in people's bed. But in terms of like a piece of old furniture, buy the furniture, and after you step up. Because after you've settled and things are going on, then you can throw out those old furniture and buy some brand new stuff. But you don't feel that you have to trust everything. Okay? And when I just came here, I bought a car for $500. My second car was for $1,500. Right now the car I'm driving is for $7,000. But it's all cash. It's all cash. I never trust a car. And I refuse to be paying for one car for 8 years on credit. No, I don't do that. I buy my car cash. So I encourage people to buy their car cash. When you come, you don't think you're gonna impress. Nobody's impressed here with what you drive. Please. And even if we talk about for 2 seconds and forget. This is not some other parts of the world. Nobody's frightened for what you have here. Okay? So you don't practice trust in everything. You buy what you can cash. Not paying your bills on time will damage your credit, right? So pay your bills on time. Your utility bills, whatever bills are in your name, your phone bills, whatever. These guys will screw you right up. So pay all of your bills that are in your name on time to avoid messing up your credit, because you don't want that in Canada. All right? I have learned the hard way, and I'm encouraging you don't. Okay, I said that already. Okay, next thing, every year you have to file your taxes. Yeah, every year you are expected to file your taxes, and sometimes the government give you a refund, which come in very handy in April, that time of the year. And sometimes you owe the government depending on the circumstances. Most time I think they'll give you a refund depending on whatever, you know. And it's those are the little things that I love about Canada, because sometimes people have all kind of criticism against the government, but I don't. Not so far. So far, I've been in this country for what, 9 years, and oh my gosh, the little checks that you get sometimes every month from filing your taxes is just awesome. It comes in very handy. Sometimes you're broke, and that little check for $100 or $200, I mean, it's just awesome. You know, to wake up one morning and look, and you see a deposit in your account, it feels good. And I've been lucky to be getting that from I've been here. And the good thing about it too, if you owe the government some money, you know, you can always make an arrangement. They're not gonna chop off your head and say you owe us, you gotta pay us all, you owe us $10,000, you gotta pay it us one time. No, I don't find them to be like that so far. Knock on wood. But so far, I have owed the government, and I've call them. I don't ignore their letters. I call them to say, look, I can only afford $50 per month, or $100, or $120, or whatever. And they say, okay, pay that every month until you pay off the balance. And they'll work with you. But if you decide you're going to ignore the CRA, you're in big trouble. Trust me. Big trouble. Don't ignore them, because they have the power behind them. Okay? And to hire a lawyer to defend you, it's not worth it. Trust me. So do your thing frugally when you come here. File your taxes and file it on time. Okay? Don't be like some anarchist who said the government is this and the government is that. I'm not paying and I'm not responsible for anybody. We're on that system. We have to work with the system. Yeah. Don't be rebellious. Just work with the system, because no matter how you think you're bad, the government is badder than you are, because they have the jails and they have the guns and the security forces, and you can't fight them. Yeah? And they can afford lawyers. How much can you afford to pay a lawyer? So just work with the system. Don't fight against the system. Alright? And listen to this as I wrap up. I don't want to make it too long. If you are laid off from your job, you're not on your own. No. You can go to employment insurance. That's another government thing. That's why I say I can't hit the government, you know, because they've been good to me. Because over the years I have come here, I have been laid off my job, and I go to employment insurance, then they give you a support. My wife does it. They cushion you until you get back on your feet, which is awesome for living in this country, you know. And I can't hit them. I have to praise them for that, because they give you good government assistance, yeah, and until you get on your feet. And if you're unemployed for X amount of time too, and you've been seeking a job and you can't get a job, they have an educational program that they pay for your college education free of cost, so you can go enroll in a college and the government pay for it, and you owe them zero. Yeah? So when you come here, you learn more about that. but I have done it too. I have gone to college freely. Unfortunately, I didn't finish because of circumstances. But yeah, that too is an awesome thing that is supposed. So there's a lot of government support in Canada, that you're not on your own to die. Yeah, if things even get real hard, there's the food bank. I've had friends who go at the food bank. Yeah, pastors who come here, wasn't working, not much and much, and they go into the food bank to get some food and forget about the pride. Yeah. So you have those little support system. Welfare, you can go on government assistance for a while. You know, nobody with ambition is going to want to sit on welfare for very long, but you can go on welfare. All right. Finally, what was this? Right. Okay, I said that already. So I hope that you have learned something from my presentation. I will keep on updating and speaking to matters concerning finances, concerning Canada, concerning the comparisons between Jamaica, Canada. I hit on basically all subjects, but right now I'm focusing my attention on just being a citizen of Canada. It is an awesome thing, and I'm sorry, I love my Jamaica, but if I had the choice to choose between Jamaica and Canada, I would, choose Canada, because within the short space of time that I've been here, I have accomplished a lot. And it goes with wisdom, it goes with knowing the system, knowing what to do, what not to do, and keep yourself out of trouble. I've not even I've not had any infractions with the law. I've not had any problem with driving on the road and tickets and all of that, because I try to maintain my speed limit. I try to do things that keeps me under the radar from getting myself in trouble. So if you come here and you want the best of life, you can have it. It's a beautiful country, and I encourage people from all over the world, come to Canada. It's a blessed country, and you will love it. You may not love it during the winter, but you will love it during the summer, and you will love this assistance and the support that the government provides for you. Thank you very much, everybody. As I say, like, share, subscribe, and I look forward for more as I discuss these important things with us. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.